All I wanna do is go out trapping with the shooters. Wrist on froze, you should see how I maneuver. Shorty say she down and up and flex with all the shooters. Shorty, all you gotta get it.
Since he caught buzz back in 2009, Tory Lanez has been all over the place, both musically and in the news. He's been releasing mixtapes non-stop and building a core fan base for himself for years, and surprisingly, he's only 25 years old. I'd liken Tory Lanez to someone like Chris Brown when it comes to skill. There's just certain people, and I'd put Bieber in this category too, that are just born with insane talent and insane drive. If you've ever seen clips of Bieber or Chris Brown playing basketball or doing something else musical, they're crazy good. It's just an immense amount of talent and focus there. So despite Tory having beefs with a bunch of different artists, he's still making undeniably good art. In popular opinion, he's always been seen as a good artist and mainly viewed as a singer, but he's never really taken that next step on the road to a project that really branded him and his personality for people. But that all changed when he dropped his sophomore album, Memories Don't Die. I was always a passive Tory Lanez fan, but this album is already one of my favorite of the year. It's by far his most personal, it has the best production of any of his projects, and it's just the right amount of everything, from concepts to guest features to the way Tory comes on the album. For one, he's almost equal parts singing and rapping, and like I said, Tory could easily get a top spot in the rap game in my opinion if he wanted to. He could have made the whole album him singing because that's what he's known for, but he's decided to really start rapping more on the album, and it's a better project for it. The project is unreal too. Tracks like B.I.D. and Hillside could honestly be instrumentals and still be great, but Tory makes them even better. Wiz and Mansa also help out with guest spots on both songs. But the thing that always makes an album great for me is when an artist gets personal. It's part of the reason 444 was such an amazing album, and why I love songs like Drake's Over My Dead Body, Big Sean's Memories Part 2, and Kanye's classic Last Call. It's such a personal peek into someone's life, and even at 25, Tory Lanez has stories for days. He shared with The Breakfast Club about Nicki Minaj taking her verse off his single Shooters.
Fucked it up with Nicki before the album. Now is that an ex or is it Nicki Minaj?
I was talking about Nicki Minaj. I just like she was originally on Shooters, and
wow.
Yeah, Nicki was on Shooters. She did an incredible verse, and I was asking her something about like the verse about changing something around because of where it placed the hook at in the song or whatever, and I think because we was talking over text, and I think like through the text it kind of just came off the wrong way. Maybe came off like I was trying to critique her verse or something like that.
So what if you were?
I mean, whatever. And I think she just didn't she wasn't really rocking with it, and she was just like, you know,
she didn't
taking my verse off the song, nigga. And,
I'm not clearing it.
No, she didn't say I wasn't. She didn't even do me like that. Like she was very nice. She was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's something like that, like I'd rather just not. This is probably just not the project. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not just the song. You know what I'm saying? And
you didn't feel like, well, I'll just leave it how it is then, or because I'm sure you wanted to have that verse on there still.
I did, but at the end of the day, like I didn't want to. I felt like I'd already kind of crossed the line as far as just me even saying what I said to her, and I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable with the record. So I just was just like, all right, I'll delete it. Like, simple and plain. I'm not.
The music gets personal too. On my favorite track, Hard to Say, Tory talks about his issues with Drake and Travis and how he was able to squash the beef with both of them.
Just forgive me for doing it. History made in New York City. We called a truce at the tower. I only brought a couple niggas with me. The beef was finished as soon as we took the picture. The world was watching attention. The industry started shifting to me. Lord forgive him, Lord forgive him. I was tripping all the time. I spent subliminal dissing, just trying to... Not realizing if I took the time to kick it, and me and Drake mended bridges, it probably equal to winning.
One of my other favorite lines on the album requires a little bit of decoding. Listen to it first.
I brought Big Poppy out at the Sumfest. Sean Kingston watched it from the side stage. I made Tripoli advance that he had gave me in my first year, 45 minutes of me.
What Tory's talking about here is Sumfest, a popular concert event in Jamaica that he performed at. Watching from the side of the stage is Sean Kingston, who signed Tory to a deal when he was 18 and paid him a $50,000 advance. Tory's long past that deal and is signed to a major now, but in 45 minutes of performing at Sumfest, Tory Lanez got paid triple that advance, or $150,000, for just that 45 minutes of stage time. For me, it seems like Tory Lanez has taken his career to the next level with this album. He matured a lot, which helped his standing within the industry, and he opened up about things and made an honest album, which helped him grow new fans and help his current fans feel even closer to him. No matter what, it would have been good musically, but with these two elements, Tory might be competing for the best album of the first quarter of 2018. But I want to hear what you guys think. Is Tory Lanez's new album a big step up for him, or were you really not feeling it like that? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. You can also find me on Twitter at Thomas K. Welker, and let's talk more about Tory Lanez.